The old woman kept sucking my breath. Who would have thought that she would turn back to her 18-year-old self in no time, and I would become an old woman who couldn't even move my legs? But she looked at me in such a miserable way that she didn't feel any sympathy for me, but instead kicked me hard, and then turned around and ran out of the cellar. At this moment, a huge mouse suddenly appeared behind me. Looking at its vicious look, it was obvious that it was a bad guy. However, just when I was desperate, my stomach suddenly turned upside down, and I couldn't help but fart a huge fart. Who would have thought that after the mouse smelled my fart, it tasted like some kind of delicacy, and looked like it was enjoying it? I was shocked, and immediately used all my strength, and farted even worse at it. This time, the mouse fell in love with me in an unbearable way. I said that I was hungry, and wanted to eat a hamburger and a fried chicken. It nodded and agreed to satisfy me. On the other side, my boyfriend was anxious because he couldn't find me, and the old woman who turned back to her 18-year-old self found him. She just waved at him, and he immediately hooked up with her, and never mentioned looking for me again. Fortunately, I still have a loyal pursuer. Although it's just a mouse, it has the IQ of a human being, and it also has a full fridge of delicious food. It was even more reluctant to me, and threw all its favorite food in front of me. With these delicacies, I was full, but my paralyzed legs still couldn't move. The more I thought about it, the more aggrieved I was. At this time, the mouse took out a bottle of magic potion and fell on me. In the meantime, my legs became smooth and tender, and even my appearance returned to its original appearance. Then I rode on the mouse and commanded it to run in the direction of revenge. Soon, we arrived at the wedding scene of the boyfriend and the old woman. I grabbed the magic potion and threw it hard on the old woman. In an instant, it was back to its original form, and the boyfriend kicked the old woman with one kick. I wanted to make up with my boyfriend in the past, but the mouse next to me was noisy. I was angry and gave it a kick. Who knew that the mouse was resentful and took advantage of me and poured the remaining magic potion on me? Subsequently, I also became a mouse.